Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Vedanta Garwala. Top story, the Lok Sabha took up the discussion on the no-confidence motion against the Modi government. Well, Congress MP Gaurav Gogoi initiated the discussion in Lok Sabha. He said that it's not about the numbers, but for justice for Manipur, as Prime Minister Narendra Modi has taken a vow of silence or Maun Vrat to not speak in Parliament on the Manipur issue. Well, the government hit back, attacking the Gandhis and the opposition alliance, saying that they will regret bringing the motion in the House. Naveen Patnaik's BJD, meanwhile, that's supporting the government on the no-confidence motion as well as the Delhi ordinance, said that the Congress is known for cutting its nose to spite their face. Let's take a look at how this played out in Parliament on the first day of the no-confidence motion debate.
सर साफ साफ तीन सवाल है प्रधानमंत्री महोदय से। सवाल पहला कि आज तक वो मणिपुर क्यों नहीं गए? राहुल जी गए, इंडिया अलायंस के विभिन्न पार्टीज गए, गृह मंत्री जी गए, एमओएस होम गए, पर देश के मुखिया होने के नाते प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी क्यों नहीं गए? ये है सवाल पहला। सवाल दूसरा कि लगभग 80 दिन क्यों लगे प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी को मणिपुर पे कुछ बोलने के लिए, और जब बोले तो सिर्फ 30 सेकंड के लिए बोले। सवाल हमारा तीसरा कि प्रधानमंत्री जी ने आज तक मणिपुर के मुख्यमंत्री को बर्खास्त क्यों नहीं किया?
वो एक हिंदू सभ्यता संस्कृति में बिलीव कर रही हैं, इसीलिए अलौकिका पंडिता की तरह जो पूरा किताब में लिखा हुआ है कि क्या क्या करना चाहिए एक भारतीय नारी को, उसका पूरा का पूरा पिक्चर सोनिया जी देती है। उनको दो काम करना है, बेटे को सेट करना है और दामाद को भेंट करना है।
Whenever I think of this government, the first thought that comes to my mind, the word that comes to my mind is hubris. It is, I'd like to quote the Mahatma Gandhi, it is unwise to be too sure of one's wisdom. Every time this government talks, they're only not talking about the moment. It's the future. हम तो आने वाले, आप तो खत्म होने वाले. Every opposition तो है ही नहीं. This is a democracy. We should encourage each other. And while this is going on, the only word I can think of for the attitude and the approach, even the ministers, when we are sitting here say, अरे इनको तो हाउस चलाना ही नहीं है, ये नहीं करना चाहते. अभी तो जुम्मे आए हो राज्यसभा से. And then you're going to judge us. भूल गए, आप तो थे नहीं तब, पता नहीं कौन से गवर्नमेंट में काम करते थे तब. They are judging all members of parliament. We are not officers, we are public servants. प्रधान सेवक जैसे प्रधानमंत्री बोलते हैं, हम भी सेवक ही यहाँ बैठे, उसी के लिए तो खड़े हैं यहाँ. So it's the attitude of this government is hubris. There is no other word.
I want to tell on record that the opposition party will regret that this no confidence motion is brought in a wrong timing and a very in a wrong manner. आप इंडिया नाम रखने से कुछ नहीं होता है. भारत के विरोध काम करेंगे और नाम इंडिया रखेंगे. ये हमारे देश के लोग पूरा देख रहे हैं. आप लोगों का जो गुमराह करने का तरीका है, उस बहकावे में कोई आने वाला नहीं है.
I have always believed that the Congress party is adept at snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. They are also very adept at cutting their nose to spite their face. And I say this advisedly. They know every time the Prime Minister has got up to speak on the floor of this House, I mean, they actually go through a shredding machine. So this defies common sense, it defies logic, it defies political sense.
So, well, the war of words between the government and the opposition happened outside Parliament as well. And this time, it was between Gaurav Gogoi, who initiated the no-confidence motion debate, and the BJP's Northeast strategist and Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma. Listen.
This is not for the first time Manipur has seen the ethnic conflict. In year 1990, 300 people killed in the state of Manipur. Of course, that point of time, Congress government was in power. And 2012, 165 people got killed. I want to clearly state that because of the wrong policy adopted by Congress party, today Northeastern state is not able to resolve various disputes that exist in our region.
आज तक वो मणिपुर क्यों नहीं गए कि लगभग 80 दिन क्यों लगे प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी को मणिपुर पे कुछ बोलने के लिए, और जब बोले तो सिर्फ 30 सेकंड के लिए बोले। सवाल हमारा तीसरा कि प्रधानमंत्री जी ने आज तक मणिपुर के मुख्यमंत्री को बर्खास्त क्यों नहीं किया?
And well, as the political blame game continues, what's really happening on ground in violence at Manipur? Well, an FIR has been registered by the Manipur police against the Assam Rifles. This for allegedly stopping the police from chasing a suspected militant who was allegedly behind the killing of 3 people, including a father-son duo last Sunday in the Bishnupur district. Well, this FIR comes within hours of Assam Rifles being replaced by the CRPF in a key location in the Bishnupur district, just miles away from the border of the Churachandpur district, which has been the epicenter of violence in Manipur. Ratnadeep has the details.
This is bizarre. Not too many occasions you can find security forces actually filing FIR against each other, but this is happening in Manipur. Key security forces like the Manipur police and the Assam Rifles are at loggerheads, and this is not for the first time. In fact, there are videos of this incident going viral 2 days back, where one can see Manipur police commandos and the Assam Rifles having an argument. You can see a vehicle being placed in between in the village road. Now, the FIR obviously is not on the viral video. In fact, Manipur police sources say that the viral video is only a part of the argument that has taken place. In fact, according to the FIR, last Saturday, when there was an attack in a village near Kwakta in Bishnupur district where 3 people died, after that, Manipur police was carrying out a search operation because they had a tip-off that there were presence of militants in that area, but they allege that Assam Rifles came in the way, they blocked their way, there was an argument, and Manipur police sources, the top officials that we spoke to, say that this is because of that they could not nab the militants. Now, this FIR has been filed by the officer in charge of the police station in that area. He has alleged that they were going out in this operation, and that is the point of time Assam Rifles personnel had stopped them. And now in this FIR is against Assam Rifles personnel. And in fact, there were videos in past as well, during these 3 months of conflict, that there were arguments, there were heated arguments between Assam Rifles and state forces, the state police commandos. This is something which both the central government and the state government needs to look at it, because at ground zero there is a unified command put in place for better coordination of different security forces which are there. Remember, center has rushed in huge number of central forces. And with the central forces, the army is also there. Assam Rifles, which guards the porous Myanmar border, is there. Manipur police. So Manipur police and the other forces need to coordinate among themselves to bring about a control over the situation, to de-escalate the situation. But it seems that instead of that, now forces are at loggerheads. They're filing official FIRs. The videos of their arguments, their arguments have gone viral on social media.
So, well, the trust deficit in security forces continues as isolated incidents of violence are still being reported. The Manipur government today, in fact, also submitted its status report on cases filed in the state over the past 3 months of ethnic conflict. The state police have listed each and every zero FIR filed since May the 3rd, when violence first started. There are over 6,000 FIRs, of them 72 relate to murders, 4 relate to rape, and several others to various other serious offences in the violence-hit state. And moving now to the big political headline, well, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has been re-allotted the 12 Tughlaq Lane bungalow a day after his disqualification as the Lok Sabha member was revoked and his status as MP was restored. He was asked to vacate the home after he was disqualified as member of the Lok Sabha on the 24th of March as a result of his conviction in the Modi surname case. Well, now he has been returned his bungalow, and when he was asked about his reallotment, he said, "Mera ghar pura Hindustan hai."
आपका घर दोबारा मिल गया है सर, कितनी खुशी सर, कितनी खुशी सर।
कितनी खुशी आपको सर, कितनी खुशी आपको, कितनी खुशी आपको, घर आपको मिल गया। मेरा घर पूरा हिंदुस्तान है।
And well, he stayed here for the past 19 years, but he will be in Bhilwara on Wednesday in the Congress's biggest outreach to the crucial tribal vote bank in poll-bound Rajasthan ahead of Assembly elections 2023. Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot will also be present. And well, the battle for Rajasthan is heating up as today news also comes in that the Prime Minister met the MPs from both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha from Rajasthan, Goa and Madhya Pradesh as well. But significantly, the Prime Minister told the MPs of Rajasthan that they must fight the election unitedly and it's imperative for them to win the Rajasthan polls.
Congress leaders in Mangar Dham, the site of the Rajasthan Congress's big ticket rally to commemorate World Tribal Day. Mangar Dham in Baswara is sacred to tribals as it is the site where Bhil tribals fought the British in 1913, led by Govind Guru, a figure revered by the community to this day. Clearly, it is this identity politics that is behind the Congress's outreach to the tribal vote bank here.
मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं देश के सर्वोच्च न्यायालय का, सुप्रीम कोर्ट का। उन्होंने एक उदाहरण प्रस्तुत किया है कि लोकतंत्र जीवित है और इस प्रकार से षड्यंत्रपूर्ण तरीके से किसी नेता की आवाज को दबाना चाहो तो हम होने नहीं देंगे। राहुल गांधी जी ने सदन के अंदर सदन के बाहर बहुत मजबूती से अपना पक्ष रखा है और आगे रखते रहेंगे।
आदिवासी भाइयों के साथ आदिवासी गौरव पर्व के रूप में हम लोग मना रहे हैं, जिसमें राहुल गांधी जी हमारे नेता आएंगे और जिस प्रकार से देश के प्रधानमंत्री जी ने यहाँ आकर के भी ₹1 के घोषणा नहीं करना, जो पॉपुलर डिमांड हमारी थी कि राष्ट्रीय स्मारक मानगढ़ घोषित करना, उसके ऊपर एक शब्द नहीं बोलना और बातों के भ्रमजाल में बहला करके वापस चले गए।
There are 11 Vidhan Sabha seats in districts of Baswara, Dungarpur and Pratapgarh, and they are all reserved for the scheduled tribes or ST. Of these, in the last elections, the Congress got 5, the BJP 3, the Bharatiya Tribal Party 2 and an independent won 1 seat. Tribals earlier considered Congress voters have recently swung away from traditional patterns of voting in the recent elections.
प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा कि तीनों मध्य प्रदेश, गुजरात और राजस्थान तीनों सरकारें मिलकर इसका रोड मैप बनाए। इस क्षेत्र के विकास के लिए, इस धाम के विकास के लिए पैसों की कोई कमी नहीं आएगी और यहाँ आगे भी डेवलपमेंट होगा तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार ही कराएगी।
Both the Congress and the BJP have now also to watch out for the emergence of a new party, the Bharatiya Tribal Party that has made inroads into both these vote banks. In Udaipur, Harsha Kumari Singh, NDTV.
And well, moving now to the other big headline, the Punjab and Haryana High Court has issued a strongly worded order halting the bulldozer action in Valence Hitnu. Two important aspects. Well, the Haryana High Court has said that the Haryana government is using force to conduct an exercise of ethnic cleansing against a particular community in Valence Hitnu as far as the demolitions in Haryana are concerned. And secondly, it has also said that these demolitions were conducted without actually following the procedure of law and without issuing notices to many immigrants there, and also came down heavily on the Haryana Home Minister Anil Vij, saying that, well, power corrupts mind, but absolute power corrupts minds absolutely. So, well, the strongly worded observation there by the Punjab and Haryana High Court. And well, moving now to the other big headline, the Enforcement Directorate has summoned Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren for questioning in a money laundering case. This case pertains to an illegal mining case. He's been questioned once before by the Enforcement Directorate, and this case pertains to him allotting himself a mining lease when he was in charge of the State Mining Ministry. And the big international headline, well, Imran Khan has been barred from fighting elections for the next 5 years. This after he was jailed for 3 years in the Toshakhana case. This comes as a big setback for the PTI as well as Imran Khan and his dream to return to power. Well, he's also been, imposed a fine of 1 lakh rupees in the Toshakhana case, failing to pay which he will have to be in jail for an additional 6 months. The PTI has decided not to take the political route but to take the legal route as far as this particular case is concerned. But for 5 years, Imran Khan won't be allowed to contest elections in Pakistan. Well, we'll take a short break now. News and updates continue on the other side. Welcome back. Let's get you news of a new Lancet study that is of huge concern in India. A fresh study has said that rising air pollution may be linked to antibiotic resistance. Well, premature deaths due to antibiotic resistance is already a huge problem for India. And now this study has found that air is a key vector for the dissemination of antibiotic-resistant genes. Take a look at this report. At the peak of the pollution season in Delhi, the concentration of the lethal, cancer-causing PM2.5 pollutant in the air we breathe is usually over 100 times more than the safe limit set by the World Health Organization. This micropollutant that penetrates the lungs and leads to chronic respiratory and cardiac issues is linked to rising deaths resulting from antibiotic resistance in India. This is what the Lancet Commission in a breakthrough study has said, adding that India is among the 2 countries most vulnerable to PM2.5 levels causing such premature deaths. As per the study, such toxic air, a mix of poisonous components like carbon and potassium, is driving antibiotic resistance globally, with every 1% rise in air pollution linked with over 1% increase in antibiotic resistance.
Antibiotic resistance is a situation where bacteria cannot be destroyed by the available antibiotics. The study from China has suggested that particulate air pollution, that is tiny invisible particles that are suspended in the air, can carry these bacterial genes over far distances. And they have found that the worse the air pollution in an area, the greater the antimicrobial resistance.
The Lancet study has found that air is a key vector for the dissemination of antibiotic-resistant genes, and with over 7 billion people exposed to air that kills, the economic costs of antibiotic resistance deaths have been unprecedented in the past couple of years, with low and middle income countries like India the worst hit. With the government's efforts like smog guns and smog towers having little effect, experts say that lack of immediate action will only worsen the impact of air pollution on the collective health of society.
Crux of the problem is that we need to focus on reducing air pollution. If you remember, long time back we had started odd even scheme which did not affect, but then we did have quite a substantial reason of pollution. So we need to address pollution, basically the issue as a whole in a holistic manner.
For years now, NDTV has been demanding round-the-year action as far as air pollution is concerned, and not just during the peak pollution season when these buildings won't even be visible, even though right now as well there's some level of smog that one can feel and smell. But the fact of the matter is that the severity of the health effects of air pollution are now in the public domain, and they point to the fact that long-term and sustained measures are the only solution when it comes to the pollution menace. In New Delhi with camera person AJ Joseph, Vedant for NDTV. So while NDTV's special focus on demanding long-term and sustained measures for air pollution continues, this as every breath you take is endangering your health. That's it on this news bulletin. Keep watching and goodbye.